Welcome to today's update on a critical development in Middle Eastern diplomacy. A new agreement draft has been shaped between Israel and Lebanon, focusing on ceasing hostilities and moving toward lasting peace along the Blue Line. With backing from the United States, this agreement not only seeks an end to active conflict, but also lays out a comprehensive plan for security, monitoring, and international collaboration. Let's dive into the main commitments of this potential landmark accord. The information presented in this video is based on a publicly available draft agreement and is intended for informational purposes only. This content does not constitute legal advice, nor does it represent the official stance of any government or entity involved. Viewers are encouraged to consult official sources for the most accurate and up-to-date information. Here is a summary of the key points from the draft agreement between Israel and Lebanon. Cessation of hostilities. Israel and Lebanon will begin a full cessation of hostilities at an agreed time and date, halting all operations across the Blue Line, including Hezbollah and other armed groups in Lebanon. Both countries retain the right to self-defense. Implementation of UNSCR 1701. Both parties commit to the full implementation of UNSCR 1701, which calls for peace and the disarmament of non-state armed groups in Lebanon. Lebanese Armed Forces, LAF. Deployment. LAF will be the only armed force south of the designated line, monitoring and controlling arms production and entry to prevent the rearmament of non-state groups. Withdrawal and deployment phases. Israeli forces will gradually withdraw, and LAF will deploy in a phased manner under UNIFIL supervision, with increased forces in southern Lebanon over a 60-day period. Monitoring and Enforcement Mechanism, IMEM. A proposed international mechanism, led by the U.S., will oversee compliance, address violations, and report to both Israel and Lebanon. Border security. LAF will monitor all border entries and dismantle unauthorized military infrastructure and arms production facilities. Support for Israel's security. The U.S. acknowledges Israel's right to self-defense and will help prevent rearmament of Hezbollah and other groups. Intelligence sharing. Sensitive intelligence will be shared between the U.S. and Israel to detect and address potential threats or violations, possibly involving third parties. Enhanced IMEM role. The U.S. will chair IMEM, deploying senior officials to support Lebanon's enforcement and ensure compliance. Self-defense. Israel reserves the right to act against imminent threats, especially in border areas, with actions conducted to minimize civilian impact. Air surveillance. Israeli flights over Lebanon will be limited to intelligence purposes without disturbing civilians. UNSCR 1701 aims to foster lasting peace and stability in the region with U.S.-led support for economic development in Lebanon. In summary, this agreement between Israel and Lebanon aims to secure peace and stability across the Blue Line. With commitments to disarmament, regulated borders, and a U.S.-led international enforcement mechanism, this framework is a significant step toward implementing UN Security Council Resolution 1701. By working together with international support, Israel, Lebanon, and the U.S. are setting the stage for a future free of conflict and enriched by development and mutual security. Thank you for joining us on this critical update. If this video captivates your interest, be sure to subscribe to our channel, appreciate our content with a thumbs up, and share the experience with your friends.